Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. This week, Gemini, we are asking, why are you here? Why are you here, my friends? Well, I'm going to tell you why you're here. It looks like from some of the cards that I've already pulled out to get started in this reading, because I have a little bit of time with these cards, is that you are here to be a leader. I'm going to say that. You are here to be a leader. For some of you, spiritual leader, some of you, a healing leader, some of you may be leaders in your family, leaders at work, but you're definitely here. You know what? It's a leader that creates a sense of belonging. So when I say to be a leader, it's not necessarily, I got to motivate these people to hit their quotas, or I got to motivate them to do this. It's kind of like namaste. I want to say it's like namaste. That's why you're here, which translates roughly, I believe, into I see God in you, right? And it is like, but first you must recognize God within yourself to see that in someone else. That's like kind of how I would describe why you are here. Let's get started. So I start off with the Return of Spirit Oracle deck. We start off with worthy. That's your overall life purpose in this lifetime. And it's kind of funny because I guess it plays the same through all of the signs, regardless of sort of how I'm saying it. But it comes down to you coming to Earth, you being here in this lifetime, and recognizing that it doesn't matter how you may or may not be received by others around you. It doesn't minimize what you know your worth is, right? So the feedback that we get from the world around us, let's say you're let's say you're a goldfish living in a big aquarium of piranha. And maybe you have like a little spot that you can hide, but the feedback that goldfish is getting is not very good to be a goldfish. If I'm not aggressive, I'm not going to get any food here. If I expose myself too much, I am going to be the food, right? So that environment can create a false sense of what that goldfish's worth is. Goldfish are actually highly intelligent, and they recognize many different people that can be in their life. So, right, but that's not necessarily going to be acknowledged, or getting the goldfish isn't going to get feedback like that. That's beneficial. So interesting that I would kind of like channel that little bit of imagery there, because this is really honestly like you recognizing that, and then you holding space in that for yourself, that you know what your value is, your kind of God-given value, it regardless of what the feedback is that you're getting from your environment and the world around you. But then once you establish that, it is to help other people understand and recognize their value as well. That's where the leadership is going to come through in a few spots here. You'll see how that develops. What is your life purpose right now? Like, what is something that is key at this moment in time for your life? This is kind of like an overall, right? This is an overall. So you're doing this all the time throughout life. Right now is integrity. Such an interesting card. I feel like integrity does flow into this worthy energy as well too. It's recognizing a sense of value, but it's also like this could be you trying to function in a way that supports and is true to your personal integrity in an environment or a situation where it might feel like that is really difficult to do, or that isn't even valued, right? You know what's important here. It could also be you be trying to maybe you're trying to navigate a person here who is not working in integrity. So let's go into the little book here, give you a little bit more information. This is your overall life purpose. You are one of the loving spirits who has come to be in service to humanity this lifetime. This strong desire and need to give to your fellow man is embedded deep within your soul's blueprint. You play an important role in the cosmic plan. This card has come to you today as Spirit's way of giving you a much-needed reminder that you hold great worth and value. You can no longer question whether you are worthy or if you have value in this world. We all look to our physical world for confirmation. We question whether we are good enough, wanted, and needed. We want the world to tell us that we are doing well and that it wants what we have to offer, right? The goldfish in a piranha tank is not going to get that feedback. But your value and worth cannot come from anyone or anything outside of you. Just as you are, right now in this moment, you are enough. It is time for you to begin to understand your own worth and value. Spirit is asking that you start now to understand just how important you are. Begin by asking yourself, how much would you value someone who was as kind to you as you are to others? If you met a person whose inner heart was as caring and loving as yours, would you value them in your life? If someone gave to you as you give to others, would you value it? Of course you would. You need to see yourself, just how valuable you really are. Your worth does not come from what you do or how you behave. Your worth comes from the fact that you are part of the God source. Once you fully realize this, you will play an invaluable role in helping others to discover their own worth too. The other thing that I'm getting with this too is, like, we're talking about the whole feedback thing going on, kind of like as an overall purpose for you in terms of understanding your worth and value. Maybe when there's times that you give, you don't get reciprocation in it. And because you don't get reciprocation, it doesn't mean what you gave wasn't valuable. I feel like, right, like that's a big lesson there. And then that's an important lesson to teach other people. I think that's going to come through a lot this week, like things that we are doing for other people or things that we must yet first accomplish in ourselves or for ourselves. Wow, the book just opened right to your cards. Integrity is your right now purpose. This card comes to you today because your own sense of integrity is strong. Do not doubt yourself or allow someone else to shake you with accusations, should that be the case. Your integrity demands that you do what feels right. This is because your integrity is directly connected to your spiritual sense of direction, much like a compass. I just want to say, like, there could be something specifically going on for you right now, Gemini, where somebody could be trying to belittle your integrity, or somebody could be trying to, I don't know, it could be like some form of disrespect or something like that as well. It helps you align with the divine plan and take right action. One of Spirit's ways of guiding us is through our integrity. It's important for you to remember that whatever action you have taken, it was with the best of intention, regardless of the outcome. At the end of the day, it's between you and God, no one else. Keep that in mind. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, it only matters what you think. Your heart is good. Do not allow any outside influence to leave you questioning it. Spirit doesn't. Carry on doing what you are doing. Okay, yes, just stay true to what you feel is right. That is all anyone can ever ask of you. I really do feel like there's a challenge, possibly even to your worthiness, as I'm pulling this integrity card out for you right now. Often the integrity card comes to those who are here to do important work on Spirit's behalf. These people are strongly guided by their integrity. You are one of them. And sometimes your strengths and gifts are tested so you can discover for yourself just how strong they are within you. This card may also come to you if you are trying to deal with someone who is out of alignment with their personal integrity. Regardless of what takes place, do not deviate from your own sense of integrity as you deal with the situation. And do not attempt to fix or change the other person. Send them love and forgive them as best you can, while you remain strong in your own truth and integrity. Now, this is interesting, because now we're gonna look at what is the angel that is guiding you right now. The archangel that is most prominent around you at this time, Archangel Chamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. And that's interesting because the angel here that's underlying that is Jophiel. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. I want to say, like, right? Like when you remove everything else, the only thing that really does truly exist is love. When everything else passes in time, is dismantled or dissolves, the only thing that is truly sustainable, that lasts forever, is love. So that is an angel right now that it's working with you, is maybe even to help you find peace, maybe to help you find peace, to help you embrace peace. And then through that is love, finding peace in love. It could be even too like the worthiness and the integrity of your heart. And this angel wants you to know that, to have peace for yourself, because the only thing that really is real is is your heart, are your feelings. Why did you come here? Why, like, we asked, why are you here? But like, why did you come here to incarnate in this lifetime as you here on earth? This is so curious. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. I get a very interesting energy with this card, because the underline is forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. I really do feel like that, Gemini, y'all came down with a purpose here to help other people feel worthy. And to be a leader, but it is a leader in terms of we are all one and the same. We are all very much alike. Right? Like, it's not the kind of leader that motivates through either like fear or pressure, or not even like cheering on. Not that cheering on isn't good. It really is namaste. Like, I see you in you. I see God in you. And you see God in me. It's being able to connect. But I'm wondering here though too, if this is a little bit of a star, well, it's a starseed oracle deck, right? So, but if there's a little bit of a starseed energy that's coming through here to help, maybe help those here on earth, like you are, I feel with these cards here on earth, to help people feel recognized and maybe even connect with the divine love. But it's important that you have this connection in divine love to be able to help others connect with it. Your Return of Spirit Oracle deck is very interesting. The underline. You have sexuality, assistance, and rejuvenation. You could be rejuvenating somebody's sexuality. Maybe you help with that. I don't know. Somebody's helping to rejuvenate your sexuality. I don't know. I thought it was curious. Okay, we're going to get into the tarot. I'm so thirsty. I don't know what the hell I had for lunch. Apparently full of salt. Okay. This is the Book of Shadows Tarot, Volume 1. Worthy. Overall life purpose for Gemini. Worthy. The Mother of Earth. Interesting. I want to see everything. I'm mesmerized by the cloud behind her for some reason. There's something striking about that image. The depth of it. But okay, let me get everything out here. Worthy, Mother of Earth. Wow, Mother of Fire. The Star. Wow, an initiation. Judgment. My goodness. Well, there definitely is an energy here of you recognizing your true path, your true worth, your true value, your true strength, what it is that you bring to the table in life, your own creative ferocity, your destiny. And I feel like this initiation with judgment is, I feel like you're waking others up, though. That's the thing that I'm getting here. But you always have to do that with yourself. Like, nobody comes to Earth. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe there are some. I feel like we all come to Earth knowing exactly who we are and what we're going to do. But then as the human brain starts to develop, it starts to develop the sense of ego. It needs to develop ego to understand who it is in the world, to try to define that for itself so that it can function. And then we start to become more and more distant from what our soul knows here, right? So there's this game of arrive knowing, get lost, find it again, and do something with it. So I'm seeing that play out here for you, unless you were born and never ever hit any sort of state of doubt, or never, I don't know, never fell when you tried to run. That's probably very unlikely. But you are, I feel like you're initiating. You have some sort of calling here. It is to kind of connect people with divine. With the divine. With God, goddess energy. I keep hearing namaste. I keep hearing that in your reading. Because you recognize God in yourself. So because of that, then you can recognize God in another. And by recognizing God in another and demonstrating, like, I want to say with integrity and respect. I don't have to tell, right? Like, well, I mean, I think it's nice to tell them. My pets, I talk to my pets all the time. And my son the other day, I was telling Lily something, the dog. And he's like, she doesn't know what you're saying. She knows everything. She knows everything. And then I just said, you know what? I'm going to give her the respect that she deserves to at least tell her. And if she knows, that's great. Like, right, like that. And when you deal with living creatures like that in your life, even if they don't know exactly what the word means, they understand the intent to some degree. I feel like there's something like that here of you in this energy. Now, the Mother of Earth and Fire, these look like the two elements that perhaps you work on the most in this lifetime. So this is both of these energies. The Mother of Fire is sort of using the creative life force to manifest things and to create in life. And the Mother of Earth is having those creations around her and looking after them and nurturing them and allowing them to grow and flourish. Yeah, it's a little bit too like a flock energy. And so what's this integrity is right now? Integrity right now. I feel like, well, once you know your worth, you function in integrity. You wouldn't expect anyone else to function without integrity. You wouldn't do something to them to function outside of their integrity. And you wouldn't expect someone to do that to you. Wow, the Sun. Integrity. The truth. Who you are. Right now, understanding who you are and what your purpose is. That's what you're involved in. So maybe some of you are either struggling with, or you're really coming out on the other side here of the struggle. And it is under self-actualization. I mean, honestly, and even this feels like it's kind of leading up to that. So right now you're going through a self-actualization to see the truth. Because you know your worth. I feel like you've accomplished quite a bit here in this reading, to be honest. The Four of Fire, Mars. Empress, Goddess. And the Seven of Fire. It looks like Uranus because it's green. Do you know it's full of methane? Gemini's going to laugh at that one. Isn't that funny? A planet that we named, you could call it like Uranus, and it's full of methane. I just think that's funny. It's funny. That's an 8-year-old Cindy laughing at that one. Okay. I don't know if 8-year-old Cindy would have known that methane gas come out of your bum. So anyways, your right now purpose. Wow. With the Seven of Wands here, actually, is to truly understand your value. You're not going to lower yourself for what perhaps, or like a situation or an opportunity. You won't lower yourself that makes you less than. You won't engage in something that is designed to lower that self-worth, or it doesn't recognize it. It's almost like, okay, let's take you back to being the goldfish in the tank with the piranha. It's almost like you've like goldfished up here, and now you've like intimidated those piranha into the corner. It's like, hey, I won't be bullied here, and I'm not going to act like a piranha, and I'm not going to act like a piranha to get the food that I need, and I'm not going to act like a piranha to protect myself from you. I'm a goldfish, and you need to... But no, they could still eat you. So I don't know. If you are a goldfish watching this in a piranha tank, I would just see if you could get the person looking after the tank to move you. But because you know your worth. You know your worth. Maybe there's something like that. Maybe there's something like in terms of being moved here. Or you could be moving yourself to a situation that honors your integrity. I want to say too, with the Four of Wands and the Empress with the Sun, this also gives me the impression here of someone who is not taking any low-bearing fruit, not being treated like low-bearing fruit. If you're going to be, I would say, if you're going to be involved in a relationship with someone, like they take this relationship seriously, you take this relationship seriously, so they should too. And I don't mean that like that's not without having fun, but you know, nothing doing to compromise the integrity of who you are or to make you feel belittled. That's right now purpose. So, but this is here. It's almost like you're protecting it. You're protecting it with the Seven of Wands. With methane gas. What the hell is in his beard? What is bugs? It's one of those where I want to do like this. I don't know, he's got some weird bugs and shit in his... I don't know, some of you could be in a little bit of a fighting mode here with the fire, with Mars. There's Mars and the Seven of, right? And how is your Venus? Protection. Offense and defense energy here. Offense and defense energy is right now. What's the angel guiding you? It's peace. Camuel. Wow, the moon. There's nothing to fear. Fear is an illusion. Illusions create fear. Love is the only truth here. Love will bring you peace. The path. Fire, like the Ace of Wands. And the Three of Water. Happiness and joy through love. You know, it's really interesting that you have this angel here that is trying to help you or guide you in love. Remember love. Love is the only thing that is real here, and you have peace in that. There are like no water cards in what your life purpose is and what you're doing right now. And I'm not diminishing, especially in this reading. I'm not diminishing it, not at all. It's just, it's so interesting that you have this angel here of love, but there's very little water in this reading. The moon is very, very watery. And you have the Three of Cups. That's it. That's it. So I do feel like you are sort of being guided here to tap into your emotions and peace and love right now. Right? Because if we look beyond our fears and we take the path of deeper knowing, we kind of have our epiphany moment, and it is water. It is reuniting. See beyond our fears. Walk the path of our inner knowing to have enlightenment of love and peace. That's who's with you right now. Maybe Maybe for some of you too. Maybe there's, you know, there's two mothers here. If I also look at that, it's a possibility here that there's maybe some feminine energies that have been responsible for your sense of self, and it is to have an identity beyond that. And right now it's all about functioning in terms of knowing who you are and showing up authentically in that way. So longing for home, homesick for the stars, is why you came here. What is it about here that is, that's too many cards, half the deck. What is it about here that may feel like home to you? Oh my God. This is the Ace of Air. Look at that, the dreams. That's crazy. I said this in one of the other readings. Was it in the, I can't remember if it was this or one of the extends or what it was. But one of the things that I asked my guides like months and months ago was like, how did I get here? How did my soul get here? And I was literally told that I dreamed myself alive. Isn't that crazy? Like, why here? Like coming here and like dreaming of the possibilities. Is there something you wanted to manifest here on earth that resembles something that your soul is familiar with? Or is there a past life that you've had that you want to try to connect with some of that energy in this lifetime too? Wow, the 10 of Earth. There's something here about Earth specifically. Y'all came here for a reason. Are you trying to create something that you knew from some other galaxy? I don't know. We can get a little bit far out with some of these cards and these readings this week. The 10 of Earth, like creating a new Earth. The 6 of Fire, Saturn. This is like your well-earned reward. And the 7 of Earth. Oh, look it. Isn't that funny? We're talking about goldfish in a piranha tank. And we have all these gnomes in the ocean with a shark below them and a dolphin at the above. For the 7 of Earth, that's low-bearing fruit. What is this? Why did you incarnate here? I feel like too, because there's something that you wanted to accomplish in this lifetime that is correcting some sort of karmic thread or energy for you that takes you closer to home as well. I feel like someone has called you here. That's curious. There's something in these cards that feels like someone has called you here. I don't know. It could be someone who's like a little bit older than you. Someone who's quite a bit older than you. It's almost as if somebody incarnated here and immediately felt disconnected from home, and you're associated with that. So you came. Oh my God. Even just thinking about that, like Gemini and the twins. So maybe, I guess that would make sense for you. You are connected to another. They were homesick for you, so you came to them. That's a curious little bit that you have. Clear your space. What is this rejuvenation? What have you been rejuvenating besides, what is it, assisting sexuality? Maybe too, like maybe that's some sort of a bigger calling here for some of you. Maybe it is, I don't know, creating a world of greater openness to sexuality, identification, rejuvenation. Oh, the Mother of Air. Doesn't it kind of look like this card? Rejuvenating the mind. Clarity, thought, information. You're like a dream weaver. I have a suspicion that you do this, like, I don't know, like, I'm seeing this almost as if like you are assisting someone through guidance, and then this person is longing for you. I don't know how else to describe it. I mean, I don't know what words to put together to make that make sense. I'm just downloading it. It's like there's somebody here that you're connected to. They came here before you and they longed for you, so you incarnated. But I also feel like you're a dream weaver. You're connecting through the dream state with some people. The Six of Water is at the bottom. Well, that's funny, right? I mean, that's kind of like deep soulmate connections here. Oh, yeah. It does feel a little bit like you've gotten lost in Earth Shuffle a little bit for yourself. I just with the angel that's around you is remembering that love is real. Is the only thing that is real. Which is kind of funny, being such a thought-based sign. And even rejuvenation of the mind here. That's what I have for you, my dear Geminis. I'm going to go do the extended Gemini. In the extended, I'm going to ask, what past life experience holds you back in this lifetime? How can you overcome this hold back energy in this lifetime? And what have you accomplished in this lifetime already that your soul had as a goal to accomplish? So something that you've already accomplished. Thank you so much, Gems. If you would like to follow me to the extended, there are two options. The first option is the YouTube membership. Please pick tier number 2, all extended videos. The second option is a one-time purchase on Gumroad. I do apologize if anyone was having trouble accessing the video in their library prior to this week. That was totally on me. I was putting the content in the wrong spot. I have corrected it and moved all the content into the right area on each individual extended, so it should be there for you in the library. Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.